Is it time for all of us to collectively apologize to Jay Cutler? Meanwhile, game time, long ball time, daily Coppock time. How you doing, everybody? I'm Jay Cutler. You heard it here first. The Bears will knock off the Green Bay Packers in Titletown on Christmas night. They will explode onto the national horizon. However, there is going to be one drawback. The Bears, as a wild card, will lose to the Green Bay Packers in the NFC title game at Lambeau Field in late January. Meanwhile, I want to talk about Jay Cutler for just a couple of moments. Let's go back to January 23rd. National Football Conference title game at Soldier Field. Do you remember the first half? Cutler was 6 of 14, had a quarterback rating of 31. He tried to come out on the injured knee, played one series in the third quarter, and then left the ball game. Now, I was sitting in the press box where the members of the media, the members of the Pen and Mic Club, are always advised as to the physical status of a player, or at least we're told what ball clubs want us to know. The door was left open for a return by Jay Cutler when the Bears said his return to the ball game was questionable. Meanwhile, Cutler appeared to be sulking on the sidelines. He was clobbered from coast to coast. He was blown out of the water from coast to coast. It lasted an entire offseason. Hey, the fact of the matter is, the guy had a legitimate knee tear. Even I clobbered Jay Cutler. Shame on me. Guys like Dick Butkus, the greatest linebacker who ever played the game, Maurice Jones-Drew, a contemporary of Cutler, he clobbered Jay. Hey, look at where the Bears are right now. Do you realize this ball club is going to go to the playoffs as a wild card with a record of 11-5? You think I'm kidding? Look at the schedule right now. The Bears only have 2 more losses on the card. They're going to get beat on the road at Oakland, and they're going to have a trap game loss at home on the lakefront against the Seattle Seahawks. I say you can rave about the defense. You can rave about Brian Urlacher, who looks like he's 25 years old. You can rave about Lance Briggs, who should eventually wind up in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. You can talk about special teams. You can talk about Baby Devin. But the Chicago Bears revolve around their quarterback. They revolve around Jay Cutler. And anybody but anybody who questions the toughness of Jay Cutler is nuts. He had no business going back for the third quarter of that title game loss against Green Bay last January. He got murdered for it. It's a shame. We owe him an apology. Jay Cutler, you've got at least one fan. Coppock's his name. You know what? You're one hell of a quarterback. Along with Rodgers and Breeze, you're one of the 3 best quarterbacks in the National Football Conference. I'll catch you next time around. So much for the sermon. This has been the Daily Coppock. I'm Chet Coppock. So long, everybody.